Well, welcome to the BHP Billiton Group 21 Under-18s clash between the Devils and the Muswellbrook Rams here at Olympic Park, Muswellbrook. Steve Reynolds in the commentary and joined today by referee Joey Butler. Joey, welcome to the gig, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Always been waiting for one of these gigs, but now that I'm here, I'm a bit nervous, mate.
Mate, you've always got something to say, so you're more than welcome to just chip in and help us out where you can.
I'll try.
Mate, let's run through the sides. I've got from Denman, Kane Cabillo at fullback. On the wings, Callan Cridlin. From Muswellbrook, Kane Cabillo at fullback. On the wings, Callan Cridlin and Curtis Irving. In the centre, Sheldon Harris and Will Noonan. 5'8" is Bailey Taylor, halfback Paul Dengate. Brodie Collins at the front row with Bryce Beverstock. Jacob Button in the hooker. And Wade McKenzie, Brock Farrell and Jaden Dick making up the second row for Denman. Nathan Connor at fullback. Jaden Parker and Jack Bartusha on the wings. Zach Howarth and Jack Gresham in the centres. A lot of Jacks here. Eden Tickle at 5'8", Corey Harris at halfback, Jake Duffin, James Drayton in the hooker, Tyler Alvey, Max Crescent, Bailey Graham and Taylor Pryor make up the side as we get things underway with Jesse Rudder kick off.
Mark Bassini.
Mark Bassini, Jesus Christ, there we go. And here comes a big run-up. I think that's young Gresham, is it?
Yeah, it is, mate.
Yes, it takes it. Okay, it's going to be difficult. Duffin. Duffin plays the ball back to Drayton, offloads there to, massive shot there by number 6, Bailey Taylor. As they wrapped them up just outside the 35. Great start there from both sides. Muswellbrook looking to get over the top of them there in the ruck. And the ball comes out.
There.
Greason brings it to the 40, nearly to the 40-metre line. He's about 35 metres out. Slow play the ball back to Drayton. He's gone to the fullback. Connor's kicked it down. He's picked out. Oh, beautiful take by Kane Cabillo. And here he comes bringing it across field. He's going to try and get around James Drayton, but he runs straight into him. Oh, and cleaned up over the top with a beautiful tackle there by Max Gresham. Bailey Taylor in at hooker. Comes to the open side. Great little run there from the Will Noonan, is it? Goodwin. Cridland. Bailey Taylor. We're going to learn these names. Here he is with a big charge straight up the middle. Is that Jaden Dick in the 13? Jaden Dick played it back there to Jacob Button. Offload out wide. It's tackled. Now they're centre of the field. You're going to have to help me out with some of these names, Joey.
I need help myself.
Button off to Dengate. Dengate. Flat ball straight across to Brock Farrell, who's tackled on the halfway. Last tackle. What are their options? They look for Dengate. Dengate out to Bailey Taylor. He's got a lot of traffic in front of him. Gets away a little bit of a nothing kick there. Oh, but he's had a fumble. Knock on there. Knock on. Well picked. Well, a little bit of a fumble, but straight away, bit of a windy day out there, Joey, and still learning these names, but both sides completions there, except for that little fumble there. They've been playing good.
Yeah, Muswellbrook look to be playing high tempo footy at this stage.
Let's talk about they pack in the scrum. Mark Bassini, he's had a fantastic season.
Unbelievable year for Mirrors, as we call him this year. He's gone from doing 18s in the first couple of rounds and cracked reserve grade, and now again tomorrow doing first grade for his fourth game.
As we see a scrum move here, Paul Dengate, he gets the ball, he draws, he's gone to the centre, it's a bit of a juggle. Has he got, no, it's come back. It's a calm and gone off him forward. Great decision by Mirrors. And I think it's the respect that he's shown too from the players out there, mate.
I think being in that position as a player for so many years and being out there, he knows what they're going through at every stage of the game, so he can relate to that, and he seems to get along really well with all the players.
I like how the juniors, like seniors, know Mirrors, he's been around for a long time, but the 18s don't know his reputation and try to get a bit cheeky and mouthy with him, and you can just see it. He's not going to tolerate it. But the scrum's fed there by Kane Cabillo as they go out to... They're driven back heavily there in defence. 1, 2, 3 in the tackle. Great defence.
Just short of the line.
It's just sort of the trial. And here comes from dummy half James Drayton. He's wrapped up there by Dengate. Dummy half scoot again there. And again, they've tried to offload it in high traffic. Bit of a nothing going nowhere there. Damon Brooks out there in the 16. James Drayton gets a little bit of a push after the play. And he's wrapped up there by Bryce Beverstock. Up to play the ball. Drayton back to Connor, who's put it deep. That wind's going to play a bit of a nightmare for the
Wind held
fullback.
that up.
Geez, I tell you what, you'd be using that to your advantage, and they've got themselves out of trouble there. It's not benefiting one side or the other. It's straight across field, but it'll be a fullback and winger's nightmare.
It definitely will, mate. And not only that, touches and refs as well. Going to have to be ready for that sort of kick.
Yeah,
They expect it to go midfield, and it's going to go straight to the touchline. So,
do you think Mears would be calling time out soon so he can fix his hair? Is it a bit too blowy out there for him?
well, as we're talking about my legs the other week, I'd have to say I'm second, surely.
Here they go. They go to pack the scrum. Paul Dengate's going to feed it. See if they do another scrum feed from in their 20. Scrum play, sorry. No, straight out to Bailey Taylor. Geez, he's a dangerous player. He can slice through out and make something out of nothing. They're going to have to watch him. It's great to see him back playing actually after his injury. Dengate straight into the hands of Wade McKenzie, is it? Brock. Sorry, Brock Farrell. As they get tackled 52 metres out.
48, mate, other way.
11 it is. Wade McKenzie, there he is there, back in the thick of it. Actually, he's been a great player this year, mate, Wade McKenzie. I've had big raps on him.
2 hit-ups, that's it.
So here they go. Muswellbrook, what do they do?
Last
They go to
tackle.
the short side. Is it on? You'd think with the wind blowing that way, but they're testing it, their winger again. Play on. Now, Denman are going to have to get out of their area here. They're going to have to pull something out. He's gone out wide from the marker with a great scoot. That's a great scoot. That's how you want to run your lines. I can't see who that is. Could be Jaden Parker. Is it out there, or is it
The other winger.
Jake Bartush?
Yeah,
Jake Bartush. And they're now 30 metres out. That's a better set than the last one they had. You'd be looking to come one more to the open after this to get a deep kick down into that corner. And that's looking what they're doing. They're calling the play out here. Drayton straight off to Harris, who gives a flat ball. That was a beautiful ball and
Jake
well
Duffin.
taken. Jake Duffin took that tackle. Straight back to Nathan Connor. Here it goes, the fullback's nightmare again, and he takes it sweetly. Kane Cabillo straight into Tyler Alvey there with a great tackle. Got a player down here.
Bailey
Taylor here. They'll be calling time out shortly, or he's going to be straight back up into it. He might be game fitness he still needs to get.
That's it.
Dummy half. He's been playing dummy half a fair bit, Paulie Dengate, as Bryce Beverstock takes it to the line, and he's wrapped up there by Jake Duffin.
Yeah, he's there again.
Massive workload. Here he goes. He's through the gap. He's going all the way. Paul Dengate has got options either side. He draws and passes.
Bailey
and there he
Taylor.
is, Bailey Taylor. Caught from behind, but makes it over the try line for a spectacular try. And it was great vision there by Paul Dengate to open up the defence like that.
Definitely, he went straight through there. And it was good to see him have support both sides. Obviously, Bailey Taylor's always a good bloke to have in support.
Yeah, look, I was just watching Mears there, and I couldn't help but notice positional, and that's something that he'll have to work on too. About going from a player where you position yourself to being a referee. Is that something that is?
Yeah, he's obviously improved a lot all year, and you see the arc up, hit towards the footy, and then as soon as that break happened, he got there. I was pretty happy with how he moved then, but yeah, I get what you're saying, and yeah.
I was just asking the transitional from a player to a referee.
Obviously
it's completely
from a player
different
to a ref. Yeah,
you know, I think he's done very well, especially there, like you said. No criticism to him there, but what I was trying to get at, it would be difficult
for him
to get that mindset.
100%.
And it'd always just be a natural instinct to kick in and follow the ball. So
he'd have to be telling himself not to make a tackle, wouldn't he?
oh, that'd be a sight, wouldn't it? Well, look, he's done a great job, and you know, former players coming back to referees, it assists you guys as well. And
definitely.
And it's been something that for you guys this year, the referees having a little bit low on numbers.
Yeah. It'd be good for other players to see him who are thinking about retiring. It'd be good for them to see him doing as well as he's doing, and then coming next year, maybe someone that's ready to retire might want to come in and following his footsteps.
Well, there's a bit of rumour that Larry Tanner's going to put his hand up to do it.
Oh, is he?
So, yeah, look, that's only a rumour, so probably shouldn't have thrown that out there. But no, apparently he's announced it. But I think he'd be another one that would make a great referee. You know, you got Glenn Austin there in the referee ranks, and as Paul Dengate converts Bailey Taylor's try, 6-0 here. 21 minutes till half time. These two have had a great clash throughout the season, Denman and Muswellbrook, and
both sides just keep improving.
They do, and I think Denman can. They're 4-team competition. They're all going to make the semi-finals. It'd be great to see more teams come into this 18s competition. I guess it's enticements that we have to look at as Nathan Connor sits the ball on the tee.
Yeah, that's right, because Greta Brankston obviously all go down Newcastle way.
Yep. There we go. Straight down Bryce Beverstock. He's got to bring it across field and straighten up, as he does. Straight into Zach Howarth. And over the top there by Eden Tickle, and as well Max Gresham. Here we go from dummy half. Beautiful run out there, cleaned up by Taylor Pryor. And again, Max Gresham. Here we go, dummy half for Muswellbrook. Jacob Button. Seen Paulie Dengate in dummy half. He's taken a lot of energy out of himself there. Bailey Taylor.
I've noticed his chase at the first couple of tackles each set.
Yeah, and he's been in the thick of the action. As there again, we see Wade McKenzie take another hit up. They feed it back. Bailey Taylor plots it down into the corner. Of course, they wouldn't be expecting that being the wind going the other way. And Nathan Connor, very good fullback, picks it up, takes it back to the centre. He's beat. He's run around one. He's run around two, but he's not going to get around Paulie Dengate that says, "Hello, get down." James Drayton goes into dummy half. Offload there. That is a solid run. I can't see the number, so you might be able to help me out there with the.
I've lost him too, mate.
It's a great run, but I think he's
Jaden Parker.
Jaden Parker, great run. That's how I like to see people run, with a bit of enthusiasm. Zach Howarth backs up that run. Denman, they've really got to work it. One more to the left and then come sweeping back to the right here for a big kick, tearing up to set up for the fullback as Muswellbrook struggling to get back on side. Great run there. Play the ball back to Drayton. Here we go, straight onto Max Gresham, straight into him. He's still going, legs pumping, and James Drayton goes into dummy half. Again, Paulie Dengate, last tackle. They've got to go to the air. As a torpedo bomb in this wind, how's he going to handle it? Kane Cabillo, like a cupcake, takes it down. And there he goes, tackled there by James Drayton. Of course, he's always in the thick of it as well, James Drayton. Out here for a C-line run. It was nearly a one-on-one strip there. I think that's what he was trying to achieve, Jack Gresham. I'm pronouncing that right, isn't it? Gresham?
Lost ball.
Lost ball.
Greason, I think they are. They're brothers, yeah.
Greason, righto. Number 2, Callan Cridlin. Young Cal, unfortunately. He was going for the one-on-one steal. It was the right move, as we said, but he's lost it in the ruck there. I'll tell you what, Jake Duffin has impressed me so far, as has Max Gresham.
Yeah,
and Paulie Dengate's been very busy. For like I said, he's probably taken up a bit too much energy in the dummy half role. He'd want to move back out.
Yeah.
As they feed the ball, Nathan Connor, interestingly, feeding the ball into the scrum, done a wrap around run there, straight out to Zach Howarth, who's made it to the defensive line. Well shut down by Muswellbrook. Haven't made any ground there, Denman. Jaden Parker makes it a C-line out into the centre of the field.
First real crack Denman have had at Muswellbrook today.
This is going to test him. Drayton off to Harris. Harris is smashed there in a big tackle. He didn't fall for that, Taylor Pryor. Drayton off to Connor, running across field and straight up the guts. Oh, that was a great run there by Taylor Pryor. They're laying all over the ruck. There's going to be a penalty here. Yes, he was dead set laying in the ruck there. There was no ifs, buts or maybes about it. It's not the NRL, James. Can't do that.
Pull her up.
As here he goes, Jake Duffin, flat out, straight and hard, and look at that, legs pumping, still making yards.
Stop, does he?
They've got numbers to the right out here, Denman, if they use it. Going to go flat? No, they're going to go behind. A bit of a nothing pull to Harris. They wasted that play there. They've got to regroup. Forward needs to take it up and settle it, and here he is. In Max Gresham. Oh! That was a bit of a lazy one there by Wade McKenzie. Put him into a dangerous position, and another set of 6 on Muswellbrook's line. I'll tell you what, that wouldn't have made Coach Paul Bankovic happy. Giving away a penalty just there. Here he goes again. Max Gresham straight into Bryce Beverstock and that man, Wade McKenzie. Harris Off to Connor. Connor tests out Bailey Taylor. He's come back inside Jack Gresham. Here he goes towards the line. No, he's cleaned up there. Sheldon Harris. And here we go. Bit of light stepping there by Eden Tickle. Haven't seen much of him yet. He needs to take a bit of pressure off the likes of Connor and Harris. Here he goes. Duffin is close to the line. Oh, he's all but there. He's all but there. James Drayton. Is he going to use the goalpost as a decoy? Wide. Straight out. It's gone along the ground. Eden Tickle just said he needed to inject himself, and that's what he's done. Straight around. Mark, untouched. Great try there to Mark Bartush. And I was just saying that. He needed to get involved there and take a little bit of pressure off Nathan Connor and Corey Harris, and that was a great play from the Denman Devils. It's going to be a challenging kick from out there with the wind blowing directly across field. Look, I'm going to say it straight away. I don't even know he's kicking. I'm not backing him in with this drop.
Yes. 15 minutes to go in the first half. 6-4 the kick to come.
A great hit back too. Like you said, first time they've really been down and challenged Muswellbrook down this end. Going to have to watch that all game. That left-hand side of Denman, they haven't punished down the right-hand side, so...
Eden Tickle taking the kick.
Warm up,
stand up. Well, you're going to have this stand up, stand up.
Here we go. I'll go back on now. As he lines up the kick. Moves and strikes it. He's nailed it.
He's got it.
He showed me up. Who was that?
Eden Tickle.
Eden Tickle. Eden, apologies there, mate. I'll put that in writing for you too if you wish. Great conversion, but did you notice the wind was still on? It's just picked up.
Yeah, it was still.
I'm not looking for excuses.
Couple of seconds.
I'm not looking for excuses. It was a perfect kick.
13 to go, 6-all.
Bailey Taylor kicks off. He's gone high out to that side. That's a dangerous. Oh, he's made a meal of it. Max Gresham off the kick-off. Right next to the sideline. His mind was in two ways. Do I catch it? Do I let it go out? Do I let it bounce? And he's made an attempt and made a meal of it.
Again, the wind would have had something to do with that, I believe.
Yeah, most definitely, mate. I thought it was a dangerous kick by Bailey Taylor.
Chasing that side.
Tactic was there, but this wind, we don't know what's happening, if it's dying down or it's increasing at any one time. As the Muswellbrook Old Boys tent starts to fill up too, that's going to be very noisy for you in first grade, Joey.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Paulie Dengate off to Bailey Taylor. Bailey Taylor stands, shows, but he's taken by Nathan Connor around the legs and Corey Harris over the top. Out to Wade McKenzie. He's very busy. He's gone straight back into the middle of the ruck, straight into Connor, and he's lost the ball in the ruck, has he?
Yes, they've got it.
There we go. No benefit of the bunker here, and I don't think Wade that he's not really questioning it. And I like that. That's respect. Even if there was a hand in there, which it appeared that it was a loose carry. He hasn't argued with the referee. I'll give him credit.
Nah, dead right, mate. Dead right.
You lose a coloured, you've got no reason to complain. But if there's a hand there, they usually try and get that penalty off you, don't they?
What they don't realise, we're not going to change our decision. So.
That's exactly it. As there we go. Another great tackle around the legs by Bailey Taylor. As James Drayton comes out of dummy half. That is a solid run. And that looks like Max Gresham making up for that error earlier off the kickoff. Plays the ball. Drayton at the Harris. Inside ball to, was that Bailey Graham in number 12? He's always juggled it.
13, mate.
13. Was it 13? It was Taylor Pryor. As he's taken the quick tap, James Drayton, he's been cleaned up by Wade McKenzie in a beautiful tackle right in the centre of the field on the halfway. He's not got to his feet to play the ball. That's...
as soon as you plant that ball, you lose any privilege to a quick play of the ball.
Yes, and you can't use the ball, as you know, to get up in
Grid
21
got to
next
come
day.
up with a footy.
He's a bit of a lazy one if he had his time over again, and I thought I would have taken the kick for touch.
Very, very good call there, Mirrors.
We don't have the benefit of the bunker or the
No,
most people in,
that's right.
most $5 spectators think we do in Group 21. But
That
yeah,
was
we can't
definitely
go back
spot
to a
on.
replay. So
You can't plant the ball, and if you do plant the ball, you lose the privilege that you had.
And here we go. He's blowing it up because someone wasn't set straight in a scrum, which is frustrating these days because they're not really a scrum like they used to be. Taken up there in a great hit up by Sheldon Harris. Barden. Off to, I think that's Brock Farrell there with the ball. Yes, it is. Upsy plays the ball. That was a quick play of the ball by Jaden Dick. It was. Sorry,
Got him
Jaden
for the
Dick.
10 metres, all
What is it?
offside
Yeah,
out there.
look, there we go. There, a bit of a push in the back. There's no need for that. That's only going to bring a penalty against yourself normally. But Brody Collins takes it straight up the middle. He's 22 metres out from the.
Max Greason and Jake Duffin again in that tackle.
Yeah, they've been very busy. As here we go, Dick with the run again. But none in dummy half. Off to Beverstock. Run around play. Wade McKenzie straight up there. They buttoned into dummy half, and that was a good move by James Dayton there, timing his hit off the ball. Again, Paulie Dengate run himself out of the room. We've got a player down injured out there. They're calling time out.
Eden Tickle's down.
I think it might be, young Tickle.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, coming into the semi-finals, and all four of these teams, as we know, make the semi-finals, it's going to be an interesting finish, Joey, to see.
Oh, definitely. And like as you say, all four teams, Scone always seem to show up final time, and always a competitive side. So any one of the four can win the comp.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We've seen it happen with Denman winning that longest ever grand final here a few years ago. You just got to make that top four. That's all
exactly
you've got to
right.
do. As more people fill up into that old boys tent.
This is going to be very enjoyable.
You've got the sponsors 10 on the halfway line. You've got your 20-metre line with the Muswellbrook old boys over here. The grandstand is nearly in capacity. The sideline's filling up. Joey, I think you're going to have a lot of friends out there, mate, today.
The thing is, they're never my friends.
And to the south, we've got the Mangoola pit as well, setting up with what they've got going on with Glencore and the union dispute at the moment. So
it's good to see. It should be a good crowd. I do love a good crowd.
As here we go, the ball is played back to Button, who runs across field. Bit of a less time pass there. Off to Bryce Beverstock, who's tackled 5 metres out from the try line. Last tackle, Button with it. He'll go to Bailey Taylor. What's going on here? Don't. Well,
players from everywhere has come in.
And here we can see what looks like Kane Cabillo and Duffin in the back. I think there's a bit of a size difference there. It's still going. Someone needs to tell these players that we're here to play MMA and cuddling isn't in rugby league. So they are. Look at this bloke in the background here. But they're bit of a muck around, bit of a jovial. Yeah. That was a bit of fun in there by Collins and Jaden Parker, and that's that was uncalled for. That tackle was. I don't know what that bloke was thinking when he got up at marker and kept going on with that tackle. He was on the ground. He's getting up to play the ball even.
Yeah, and the position from the referees you would have seen. It would have been the Mercedes-Benz symbol, which is one there. They form a triangle, and that way they don't miss as much.
Oh yeah, I've never really noticed that. Yeah, mate. That's something's working.
If there's a brawl or there's an altercation, you got one that comes in and the other one just sets the triangle around them. So
right, so
you got the three blokes in 3 different places, and you can see everything, or hopefully.
Bryce Beverstock's being called out here now. This is going to be interesting. Bryce was actually only going to play the ball, and yeah, he did get frustrated, but that's not to his defence. I'm still wondering why the tackle was carried on with. He's going for 10.
For the reaction, he'll go for 10.
He'll go for 10 for the reaction. Probably a bit of an idea to get off the field, because your time doesn't start until you're off the field.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating, but here we go. He's a two Muswellbrook players gone for 10. Brody, Brock Farrell. Well, this is going to be an interesting decision for mirrors on the other side of things. You'd nearly think that it'd be a status quo.
Yeah,
We've got another two going to the sin bin. James Drayton goes out there. Who was it that... I can't really see who that is that initiated it and what he was thinking. I'm not too sure. Is that Taylor Pryor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, geez. Two from Muswellbrook and one from Denman. There we go. Taylor Pryor. You can't start the play until that player's off. I don't think that he's... Anyway, he's off the field now. Should have been watching that, mirrors. As the tap's taken some solid defence. It's going to get solid from here till half time. You can just imagine. It's button at dummy half. He's lost the ball. He's got up quickly to play the ball. Jaden Dick, and he's lost it. And all pats on the back there by the Denman players. It's
You would have seen the two that started the altercation go to the bin, and then you would have seen the third man in go as well. So that third man in was obviously the second one that went to the bin from Muswellbrook. So he's the one that turned into a one-on-one into a all-in. So
yeah. And look, speaking to your predecessor, Rod Bout, he's always said one-on-one, fine, you'll let it go. Yeah. But if there's any more, that's when it's not tolerated.
That's when we have to take action.
Too many Sam Thaidays.
Yeah. Hey? Come on, mate, I'm a Bronco.
You're a Bronco, are you? He's a nice bloke. As Eden Tickle takes a run out there. Is it Eden? The bloke with the headgear. He makes it to the 10, 15 metre line. The camera girl has a bit of a laugh. And then, as you drag him, don't drag him on the ground. You can't do that either. Gets up, plays the ball. Back. Oh, big ball there to Duff, and he's still got those legs, and they've shut him down. Paulie Dengate, and again, Bailey Taylor. Drayton out to Harris. Harris to Tickle. No, he's stuck in traffic. He's gone for to get the ball away. I think that might be 6 to go.
6 more, yeah, 6 more.
Laying in there, this is going to end up in a penalty too. That was coming. Why, out of frustration, do you give away a penalty? 3 minutes to go till half time. Denman have had no possession down Muswellbrook's end except for when they scored, and now we're going to go back down there. That was a silly decision there by Paul Dengate, the captain. It's Denman now attack Muswellbrook through there. Jaden Parker, he's on the wing. He should be in the second row. Give him number 12. Plays the ball. I'm serious. It's every tit he's taken with passion, and
he doesn't stop.
Here we go.
Yeah, the knock on Denman.
Knock on Denman. There we go. Nathan Cotter, and of course someone runs. Oh, it's a bit of cuddling now. It's actually not Bailey Taylor and Jake Bartush.
Mates from school, I'd say. Mates from school.
I don't know about you, but when I was at school, I didn't go and cuddle my mates on the footy field.
No, it all happens these days, mate. It stopped when I left, I think. It started when I left.
Fletcher Baker does a lot of it, though, doesn't he, Stephen? Love him.
My brother would be one of the worst.
Oh. You were saying he kisses blokes behind the ear on the neck.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Bailey Taylor makes it over the halfway line. He's 45 metres out from Denman's line. This will be their last set, you'd just about think, with the ball. So Brody Collins takes it over the 40-metre line. They need someone to straighten up. Penalty. There we go again. No, don't get involved in it. Don't react. Silly move by there again, Corey Harris. Why would you do that? It was silly. Cage killer. I could just imagine what Jeff Drayton's saying too. So we've got another penalty. Muswellbrook now with a minute 30. We'll have a good crack at the Denman defensive line. They're not going to go for any ground. They're going to go for the tap. There he goes, straight into him. Jaden Dick. Hold the ball, mate. Get up, play the ball. Max Gresham laying all over him. Button. off to Brady Collins, straight and hard. He's made it over the 20-metre line. They're now in striking distance of the Denman try line. 1:10 to go on the clock. Bailey Taylor has it under out to Paulie Dengate. Oh, Bailey Taylor again. He's offloaded to himself.
He has. Referees have to be ready for anything here, like field goals, anything.
Paul Dengate, you don't go down that short side, mate. He says, yes, I do. And he's made it to 10 metres out. 47 seconds to go. Player laying down injured in the back plate. There he goes, button out of dummy half. What a try. What a try just before half time. They won't have another crack at it, Denman, and we knew it was coming. Back-to-back penalties, bit of discipline. Jeff Drayton won't be happy with that going into half time. He'll definitely have some words to young Corey Harris about that penalty that led them down there into striking zone. But can't take nothing away from Muswellbrook. It was a great attack, but here we go. The players are now arguing with the referee, and as we know, that never ends up well. So
we get the final say, mate, so I don't know why they do argue with us.
Oh, well, sometimes you don't get the first say right. That's why. You know what? I could help you out there, Joey. We'll hook this commentary gear up to your headphones, and all I'll do is press the button and go, yeah, Joey, look at that one, mate. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, well, I need all the help I can get, apparently.
You listen to them Singleton people, mate. And we've spoken about it. You refed your brother in the grand final last year. He's now in first grade this year. Refereeing him has its perceptions, and to clarify that. Yeah, well,
I understand people aren't going to seem happy, but he's just another player out there to me.
I do remember you been penalising him too last weekend.
On his first grade debut, I penalised him here as well. So first tackle he made.
Does he give it to you at home?
No,
when you got an extra sausage on your plate from your mum, does he go, no, I'm taking it? Because he's got it over you, hasn't he? He's a bit more, or who's more toned?
Yeah, he thinks he is.
Oh dear. It's great that we can have a laugh about it. And like I said, at the end of the day, you refs are all human. You've just got a job to do, and without refs, we wouldn't be here. But
yeah, only out there to do his job. That's it.
He's only another player, and look, I don't envy you, to be honest, to be out there as your brother. I know refereeing my brothers. I wouldn't be as cool and calm as you are with your dialogue to the players. Let's just say that. Especially if it was my brother.
I've had to call him out once before after a couple of penalties in a row, actually, and
put him in the bin, I reckon. As the conversion is converted there by Paulie Dengate. Going into half-time, Muswellbrook lead Denman Devils 12 points to 6.
Yeah, very close half so far too, Reggie.
We'll have a little break and we'll come back and have a wrap and talk some more.
130 years ago, 7 ordinary men gathered in Broken Hill and dared to think big. The company they created that day was BHP, the big Australian. Today, the same hard work and imagination so valued by our founders has seen us grow into Australia's global resources company. Imagine what we could all achieve if we continue to think big. Think big.
And we're back for the second half of the BHP Billiton Group 21 Under-18 clash between Denman and Muswellbrook. Muswellbrook leading 12 points to 6. As we see it in the centre of the field, Paul Benkovic and Mick Barnes. Mick Barnes doing a lot of talking, laying down the law there. Look, it's been a great game, I think, to start off with, Joey, and well adjudicated by Harris. He's doing a great job.
Definitely. He's only penalised when he's had to, and yeah, the game seems to be going real freely. And as you said, really close game. It was all even until 10 seconds before full half time. So be interesting to see how it comes out in the second half.
Some standout performances there. Of course, for the Denman side, we'll start with them. Nathan Connor's been very busy. Jaden Parker, I like the way he runs. He needs to be in the second row, I believe. Probably reasons why that he's not there, but he's got some great competition in Taylor Pryor. He's been very busy. Max Gresham, if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Max,
I think it's Greason.
Greason. Okay, Jake Duffin, of course, has been very, very hard. And James Drayton out of dummy half, but for Muswellbrook, for me, Kane Cabillo's done a great job under those high balls at fullback, but it's been Paulie Dengate that's been busy, and Bailey Taylor and Wade McKenzie. As we welcome into the commentary with us, Joey, Craig Sullivan. Craig's been our video man throughout the year and now joins us for the commentary side of it, leading into the semi-finals. Sullo, what do you think, mate? It's been a different view from being behind the camera. That's the hard work.
I've been thinking about it all night, Reggie. A little bit nervous on the mic. You throw me in the deep end a couple of times, mate. It is certainly different behind the camera. Interesting to sit back today and just enjoy the games, mate. I'm really looking forward to today. How's the 18s been playing out anyways?
Oh, look, it has been very physical. It's frustration's crept into the game there on a few occasions that you'd think that by now that they'd have that out of their system. And going to the semi-finals, you don't want your team to have that discipline. I'm sure that Benko and Drado will work on that both. But these players, of course, they've played against each other game after game, so that little frustration there can grow from game to game. Joey, you see it as a referee. You've refereed a few 18s games.
Yeah, that's right, mate. And you see, the first game, there was a little bit of frustration, but then you have in the second game and third game and fourth game outlying factors that came from that first game or the second game, the preceding game anyway. So you do see a bit more frustration in there later on in the season, and obviously in finals time as well, when there's a lot more on the line.
Yeah. No, I've got to ask you a question before we get back into it, because it's about to get underway. When you're at the game, Mum's on the sideline, your brother's playing, you're in the centre. Who does she go for?
She's a ref fan.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's a ref fan?
Yeah, ref fan. She goes, got to give her a ref jersey. She'll sit in the crowd with a ref jersey.
Zach's just out.
Who's Zach?
No,
no, it is him. It is him. I was just saying who's Zach.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, no, she's a ref fan, so's a little sister.
Oh, that's good. They've got your back. As we get things underway here for the second half of the BHP Under-18s with Nathan Connor taking the kickoff. Oh, great catch. Wonderful take there by the Muswellbrook reserve utility, I think it is, out there. Connor Beckingham. As they go wide, they come around the back. Second phase play there by Muswellbrook. And Duffin's in there, straight in there as a defender, as well as Grecian. Here we go. Button straight into the arms of Jaden Dick, who makes it over the 40-metre line. They're making ground here, Muswellbrook. Denman's going to have to get off the line and shut this down as they go to Paul Dengate. Puts a kick downfield. Of course, they're going to be aiming to the left-hand side in the centre of the field. Well picked up by Connor there. He's done a great job, Nathan Connor, in collecting that. Gets it back out there to 32 metres. Number 4 for Denman. Jack Greash and his brother Max playing out there as well. And that's great defence from Muswellbrook. Sheldon Harris. Great defence. Moving it across the field there. They don't seem to have much structure here going forward. Denman to set up, but here we go. We've got some great yards there. I think young James Drayton's going to have to take control of this game here and lead them around the field a bit more as they come out wide. And the tackle by Wade McKenzie.
Wade Graham, you'll take that.
Wade McKenzie on Damon Brooks. He's let it bounce. Cabillo, oh, this will be a try. No, oh, very sloppy. Very sloppy by Muswellbrook. Bit of bad calling there by myself as well.
Obviously, I missed the first half, Reggie, due to family commitments, but we just seen there the wind playing a factor in the kicking game. Has that been the case throughout the first half?
Yeah, it has been. It's been very challenging for the fullbacks on both sides and the wingers, but as we know, Rule 101, attack it on the full. Don't let it bounce. It's taken by Harris and off to Duff, and oh, there he goes, barnstorming. He's still going legs pumping. Makes it over Muswellbrook's 20-metre line. James Drayton into dummy half, looks both ways. He comes out to Parker. Parker straightens things up and goes towards the post. Drayton, they've got to look to the right as he comes to Nathan Connor, around to Harris. Harris, flat ball, oh, a pass that didn't need to go. And it's been fumbled there by Jake Bartush. There was about 3 or 4 players outside him there, and he's gone for the cut-out pass. And I think it would have been...
Tickle it was, wasn't it? Yeah, the 6.
It would have been more of a play to go there for the settler if it wasn't on, as they had Muswellbrook in 5s and 6s out there on the right-hand side. There was only 2 players.
I think Denman will be disappointed in that. They had an excellent structure there to the backline move, taking advantage of the numbers on the Muswellbrook side there, and unfortunately the winger put the ball down.
As the ball's about to be fed here. These frustrate me, scrums, I tell you, these days. Just put it in the middle and let them go for it.
Try being out there running one, mate.
They're not scrums like they used to be, are they, Bake? As they play the ball. Muswellbrook take it hard and fast and forward, and there to make the tackle again is Harris and Duffin. Muswellbrook again. Connor Beckingham straight up the centre of the field. Plays it back to Button. Button out of dummy half, scoots. He was the try scorer just before half time. He's off to Bailey Taylor. He's got some speed. Bailey Taylor shows and goes, and he puts it with the one hand out in front. Denman, hang on, here we go. They've on the scoop. He's on the run through Nathan Connor. He's coming straight across field. He dummies to Mark Mears-Bassini. You can't dummy to the referee.
Mears had the hamburger ready too. He's going to take that.
And here we go. It's coming out wide. Damon Brooks. He's been driven sideways there in a tackle. It's carried on with there by young Will Noonan. He's gone back in there again for a shot. And a bit of nothing over the top there. Cleaned up, slowed down by Paulie Dengate. Denman definitely need to straighten things up here as Grecian goes forward straight and hard. Right into Sheldon Harris. And of course that man, Jaden Dick, he's been very busy. Drayton out of dummy half. Off to Harris. Tackled by Beckingham. Great tackle there. And come over the top. Oh, he's got a little bit of a smack to the head there, Bailey Taylor, but he'll brush it off. They don't know what's going on here. There was no communication. But Duffin goes, I'll dummy, I'll take it forward. And he goes forward and he's only stopped there by
7.
It was a sevens play, wasn't it? Last tackle
7.
here from Denman. What do they do? Go the short side. And that was a solid tackle. Oh, beautiful offload. Unfortunately, he hasn't collected it. I think it was Wade McKenzie out there with a very solid shot to slow things down. He's still down on his haunches.
Jake Duffin giving Jeff Drayton a few headaches there, and who's going to put in the 7 next week.
I tell you what, he's played an awesome game.
He has.
Muswellbrook now are going to have to work hard to get it out of their end. Denman up in their face defence. Grecian's off the line. So's Jaden Dick. Jaden Parker. The Jadens, Jackson, bloody Taylors everywhere, Tylers.
There's about 100 Jakes out there.
No Joeys though, no Joeys.
No, not yet.
As he's tackled there, play the ball. Dummy half scoot, he's come out to the centre of the field, he's taken down well and tackled by Grecian. Slows the ball, will play the ball down there. Tom Story it was with the run the ball. Here we go with the kick. Boy, it's gone out in the full, has it? No, it's just found touch. Geez, that wind's going to play headaches for the kickers in play.
Young Lockie Ballard found himself in a good position there too on the touch line, and you always got to be on that line and on the ball there too. So he's obviously done well.
I think Paulie Dengate, when he kicks that ball, he needs to aim just a bit further inside. I mean, that did collect the bounce before it went into touch, but you'd be looking more of a 40-20 with this wind, and he's got the boot to do it.
I think Benko would be very impressed with the completed set of 6 too.
Yes. Most definitely. Now it's up to Drado's men. What can they do? Can they get out of trouble? 30 metres out. A nothing ball. Here we go. Yes, it's been collected by...
Kane
what a
Cabillo.
try. Kane Cabillo. And
Against
that's
the run
what
of play.
That's what happens when you don't focus on the ball. There was nothing wrong with the pass. Someone did need to commit themselves to it. We don't have the luxury of a replay, but no urgency. No urgency on the ball in your own area. I tell you what though, Kane Cabillo, Johnny on the spot.
We just talked about the importance of a completed set of 6, Reg, and there you go. The first pass, they let it bounce, no urgency like you said. Picked up by Muswellbrook and a quick try, easy try.
That is disappointing. For the Denman, the side, they're coming out to attack there in their own zone, and like you said, mate, the urgency needs to be there. That ball is gold. Even if it is a wayward pass in this wind, you need to have bodies in motion. They were just jogging back to get that, unawares that someone, the predator in Kane Cabillo, was striding down there to get through it. That's what determination is, and that's what gets over the try line. Same as Jaden Parker in his running. He's been fantastic. I think he needs to get in there a bit more and show some go forward.
He's been good early, especially in that first half. Every hit up he has had purpose.
I like the forwards that take the ball, mate. Take it hard to the line. They've got the legs pumping and don't just take the tackle because there's someone there, they keep going. Young Duffin, he shows that. That's what you do. You don't just go there, make sure you get the completed set tackle and get a quick play of the ball. You get that extra meterage. And, I think Jaden Parker has done a fantastic job doing that today, and young Duffin. For Muswellbrook, I've got to see more out of Bryce Beverstock. I haven't called his name much.
When he comes back from the bin.
Yes. I mean, before he went to the bin, I haven't called his name much.
No, you're right.
When he comes back from the sin bin, he'd have to be back out there now, wouldn't he? Yes, he is. Standing on the 20-metre line on this side. He should be over. He's fresh. He should be over on the other side, ready to take the hit up.
Yeah, just done a quick count, Rich. 13 players on Muswellbrook there. I didn't see him come back on the field. I thought they might have got a try with a man down. So.
2 men down. They're down to 11.
2 men
so,
down.
Yeah. But all players from the sin bin back on. Now it's 13 on 13. And number 14, Caleb McNeil will take the kick off. He chips it up into the air. That's not a bad move, actually, with the wind whirling the way it is. Dengate never looked like passing it. He stepped 1, step 2, didn't get away from the tackle of Grecian there. Of course, he's been very busy in defence. 16 is Tom Story, goes into dummy half. He's wrapped up there by Grecian again, and over the top by Denman, Brooks and McNeil. Brooks and McNeil at markers. Button plays out to Bailey Taylor. Into Mackenzie. Mackenzie's up over nearly to the halfway line. He's got to have to go for a quick play the ball. James Drayton says, I'm not going to allow it. Comes out. Round the back pass there. Who have we got here for Muswellbrook? Legs pumping. He's made it over the halfway line. Brock
Farrell, is it?
Brock Farrell, yes. Chip over the top. There's numbers out here. There's space. He's got it. Can he get the bounce? He doesn't get the bounce. And a mistake there from Muswellbrook. It wasn't the last tackle. Sometimes if that bounce isn't there, you just dive on that ball.
And you speak of urgency as well with players, but it's also important with the referees, and you see mirrors there on the spot. If you're on the spot, no one can argue. They still do, but they just can't.
I just noticed I called James Drayton's name, but he's not actually out there.
No, he's on the bench now. I saw him come off there at the last try.
They're going to be missing him. They need him out there. Nathan Connor offloads the ball out there. I can't see who that is from here, and I believe it is Corey Harris taking the tackle. It is. He's played the ball. Oh, it's another mistake by Zach Howarth.
And this could be costly for Denman. Another mistake in their own 20.
Well, 18-6, mate. If Muswellbrook get a try now with 19 to go, I'm not saying that we shut the gates, but it would make it hard for Denman to climb up that hill. It's going to come down to the direction of Bailey Taylor. Oh, look, I'd like to see, from this set myself, Bryce Beverstock out of that scrum, because scrums are nothing, have a hit up and have Bailey Taylor off him. Look, I don't see these scrums are any point these days. Solo, I've just been saying it all game.
It's just to get the forwards out of the play, I think.
Yeah, it's a good breather. We can't complain.
Give the ref a rest.
Let Mears fix his hair up. There we go. As straight out to young Sheldon Harris, who's still going. That's what I'm saying. Legs
That's what
pumping,
you're saying. He's
driving.
still pumping those legs.
Still going forward. Dengate, will he go from dummy half? No, he won't. He'll give it to Zach. Oh, solid shot.
Good
solid
hit.
shot by
Good
Gresham.
hit.
Button in the dummy half. Goes out to Beverstock. Beverstock's twisting and turning. He's driven back. Great again by Grecian. He's in there. Come on, mate. Play the ball. Ball out to Bailey Taylor. Inside ball there to Kane Cabillo striding. He's got those legs pumping. He's still going towards the try line. Dummy half is Brock Farrell. He goes from dummy half. He has a run. He's over for a try. What a try by Brock Farrell. He had a dummy half. He saw that he had the size to overpower those two defenders from Denman, and he's taken that opportunity and got a great try. I nearly thought it wasn't on there, but I saw his eyes light up like sauce and
He did.
went into dummy half.
He did. The defence by Denman was great up until that play there.
Oh, I
Like you
think it was
said.
a size, mate. I think he saw that size.
He did, out there on the wing.
Great run. Well deserved too. He's played a great effort this match. As Bailey Taylor's just walked over to see if Paul Dengate's all right to take that kick. Of course, Bailey Taylor, he's a kicker himself and a great kicker in a goal at that. So he's left it for Paulie Dengate. You nearly think that Bailey Taylor, first game back from what I've known from his injury, would he back up for first grade so early?
I think he played last week, mate. But yeah.
All right, yeah, no, correct me. That'd be right.
Didn't back up for first grade. But didn't back
Bloody
up.
referees.
Thank God someone's here knowing what they're talking
Bloody
about.
hell, referees. How'd he go last week then, Joey?
Yeah, he went well last week.
Got a goal. There you go.
There you go, players player.
Tell him he's got players player. Second game back. Will he pack up for first grade? Nearly think he'd have to.
22-6 kick to come, Reg. 16 and a half on the clock. You calling it? Bit too hard for Denman to come back from here?
Oh, I've seen Denman sides, not this side, but come back, and I never ride off that Denman spirit. They've got a bit of pride in that jersey, and that's what I think Jeff Drayton would be driving home, is the pride in the jersey. Denman's a side that can come back from 30 down and win a second half. So as long as they've got pride in that jersey, they've got to keep looking at that jersey and putting their hand up.
It's like a Queenslander, mate.
Oh, mate, they're very dangerous. I remember playing against...
I'm with
Important. Muswellbrook's last two tries have come off the back of mistakes by Denman too. Here's a conversion. Just wide to the left.
Yeah, he's missed it. Look, like I said, that Denman jersey, that Denman spirit. Mark Brown, the Al Murphys, back in the day, they used to ooze spirit when they played, and they were very dangerous. You could be down by 16 points with 10 minutes to go and think you got it wrapped up, and they'd pull something out, that Denman spirit. You can't write it off. But Muswellbrook, of course, they're well drilled and well structured. That's their benefit. And here we go, passion and pride. We were just talking about it. Wade McKenzie straight over, but he's taken down right low there in a great tackle. I think that is Aidan Worth. Very strong tackle. Sheldon Harris makes it up over the 25-metre line before he's met by solid defence by Duffin. And
Muswellbrook just need to keep it simple here, complete the sets, get the kick in,
here we go.
Push Denman back into their own half.
Max Gresham in there for that tackle. And again, Damon Books. Offload. Oh, a bit of a juggle there by Brock Farrell. He's been wrapped up by 3-4 in there. Muswellbrook needs someone to go forward hard here. They need it to happen. They're going out wide. They're going for the kick downfield early.
inside the 42.
Inside the 40. That's a bad bounce. But Connor's there. He's up to it. He's on the mark. Sheldon Harris gets tackled up, tackles him up high, and of course Bailey Taylor down low follows that kick. Denman trying to get out of trouble. That's a good run. Probably put the handbrake on a bit early, but a great run there by the Denman player. She gets up and plays the ball. And here we go, another solid attack. That's a solid run. Zach Howarth, he lost that ball down here earlier, and he's making up for that. As they spin it out to the left, they come to Harris. Out wide. Taylor Pryor. He's been quiet in the second half. Taylor Pryor. James Drayton back on the field in dummy half. Here they go. They're going to have some go forward in a direction now as Jack Grecian takes the ball forward. Back to Nathan Connor. That is going to be a difficult catch to take if they've let it bounce. And he's been wrapped up there. No, he hasn't. He's been let go, Kane Cabillo, and he's been cleaned up. A bit of a high tackle there. Could pick any one of them two as the high tackle. He copped 2 slaps to the head.
That was a great smart kick, wasn't it? Put it up in the air with this wind.
I understand what you're saying, but it frustrates me that fullback's job is to get under it on the full. Take that catch. Here they go. Denman seem tired. I think that you might be right, Sullo. This could be where Muswellbrook open them up here as they take a quick tap forward. There he goes. Offload to Wade. I just called that. They're going to start him. Denman looking very tired and flat on their feet. They've got to get back on side. Wade McKenzie pays it back. Muswellbrook going forward. Another bit of a high shot there on Jack Whitby. Plays the ball. Out to Paulie Dengate. Here we go, Bryce Beverstock. He needs to run. He needs to get back and run harder onto that ball. The big size of that unit. He's got to get over that advantage line. Plays the ball back to Button. Here's Dengate. Flat ball. Oh, unlucky. Drop ball there by Tommy Bianco. Unfortunately, the play was on. Hit him flat on the chest.
Fitness always a big factor in this last 10.
They just look flat. It was like opening a can of worms that they were going to do that. As they
You even got someone grabbing your drinks here, Reg. Think you're royalty. Talking too much, mate. That's unlike you.
Shady thing I can do these days, Solo. So they play the ball back here in the scrum. Nathan Connor out to Harris, who's taken there. Jack Lee. Jack Lee plays it back. Goes out, and he's had a big look.
Another mistake.
Jaden Parker, he wasn't even looking at the ball then when he went to take that catch. He was looking straight ahead. Unfortunate there. He's played a good match so far. But here we go. One thing I have noticed though, Joey, that Muswellbrook Old Boys, Ted, mate, it just keeps growing.
Just keeps growing.
And I tell you, they've been very quiet so far. I'd say reserve grade, you'd start to hear them.
Give them time.
I reckon when you take the field over there, I think when you take the field, Joey, there'll be a big round of applause as they play the ball.
We'll see.
Lost me focus there. Bailey Taylor tackled. Paulie Dengate, dummy half. Out to Wade McKenzie, go forward, go flat out, big fella. He does. He keeps those legs driving. And it's only Tyler Pryle underneath that's been stripped. Hand on the ball. Wade McKenzie. Thank you very much for the drink.
Thank you. I got one too.
Here we go. Buttons.
Oh, thank you.
As Bailey Taylor just walks in there and just says, slow it down, boys. Let's play it at our pace. Very cool, calm and collected, young Bailey Taylor. Well done. And there goes Brock Farrell. Oh, he's been clipped high. Another penalty. Consecutive penalties. That was just silly. Someone's going to go to the bin here, I feel, if another shot's done high shot or consecutive penalty. It's going to be discipline. Won't be his fault. It will be just repeated offences.
We've got numbers here.
Paulie Dengate. He's trapped metres out from the try line. McKenzie goes into dummy half. Will he try it again? Looks like there's a bit more size there. I don't think he will. He doesn't. He goes to Bailey Taylor, who comes out wide to Connor Worth. How you going, boys? And Brock Farrell makes it to 3 metres out. Button dummy half. He's got to come to the right. Bailey Taylor. Is it going to be Bailey Taylor? No, it's not. He's trapped and brought down. Here we go. We need someone. Bryce Beverstock. Why aren't you deeper? Get out there. Get wide. Button goes from dummy half and he gets over the try line.
That's his second.
That was soft defence, that was, from the markers and in that behind the defence. Great try though. Well done to Button. Great vision. But like I said, Bryce Beverstock, very flat out there. He's got to get deep, that big unit.
Tell you what, young fella, you're going all right.
3 tries by Muswellbrook in the second half, all on the back of a Denman mistake in their own 50.
I think we call it now, Stella.
You going to call it?
Yeah, I think Muswellbrook's going to come out victorious on this one. But they've got to remember, they've got 7 players out, Denman, and Muswellbrook also have a number of players out. Seizing and ending injury to young Bailey Ellis, broken thumb.
Yeah.
Of course, Fletcher Baker's out. Bit of a knee injury there after last weekend. Brock Matthews, he's out as well. He's done his shoulder. So, you know, when these two teams meet come the semi-finals, fingers crossed that they're at full strength. I have no doubt in my mind they will play each other at some point.
Maybe even twice.
Brock Farrell receiving some attention down here. I think he, in his jaw, a bit of blood. And just taking his time here, Paulie Dengate. Is there a time limit? You answer that question for me. In our Group 21, as a referee's rule, is there a time limit for taking the kick?
Not really, mate, no. Like in anything below first grade, obviously, you just tell them not to take any more time than they normally would. And I guess when you tell them that, they realise that, he might penalise me. And then when you get to first grade, if they seem to be wasting time, that's when we just call time off. But
yeah.
And that'll be the same in the finals for all grades as well, because time off will be in all grades.
Yeah, and time off after they scored a try in the NRL, you can clarify that. There's the last 10 minutes.
I think it's the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Is that the rule in Group 21?
No.
That's what I've got to clarify, because people get confused with watching NRL on the TV.
Same as scrums as well. They expect you to call time off at scrums, but that's not the rule down here.
Yeah, Group 21 and NRL are completely different rules.
Yeah. They've tried to bring it all similar these days, but...
He's nailed it. Paulie Dengate, take a bow. Now, the one thing I'll also clarify with you, it's a pet hate of mine, is people abusing the touch judges for onside. Yeah. The touch judges can't make that decision, can they?
No, you're dead right. If the touch judge is on the ruck, then he's not going to see the 10 metres. And if he's on the 10 metres, he can nudge the ref and tell him, but he can't penalise him.
Yeah.
The 10 metres is up to the referee.
Don't let it bounce, boys. Oh, and it was the
28-6.
second worst outcome you could ask for letting it bounce. He's knocked it on, unfortunately, out there. Caleb Pearce, I think it was. Unlucky, and puts Denman back in the striking power. 28-6. That's a big ask. I don't think they can do it, but they could put some plays in motion moving forward. Paulie Dengate's off. Yeah, he's off having a breather now. So
Benko's obviously confident. He's got it wrapped up. He's brought his half back off.
As they feed the scrum, it comes out Connor off to Harris, who passes off to Jaden Parker, who's been very strong in the first half, but very quiet in the second half. As they come out from dummy half with Howarth, he goes straight and he goes hard. He hits and spins. He's over the trawl, and is he there? That's what you ask for a centre. That's how you want your centres running. James Drayton plays it back to Harris. Harris steps, weaves into Wade McKenzie. He says, "You're not going anywhere, son. Get to the ground." Gets up to play the ball, slow play the ball. Drayton off to Grecian. Grecian's going flat out hard, straight into the Muswellbrook defence, and great tackle there. Very well tackled by Bianco down low. Drayton out of dummy half. Here we go. He deserves a try, but he can't quite get there, Duffin. He's had a big game. He's very short.
He's still going.
Mate, he doesn't stop. Drayton, he's got to go from dummy half. He's got to use the goalpost. He doesn't. He passes out wide. He goes to Harris. Harris steps back in. There's nothing happening. Offloads. Out to the winger, to Connor. Connor back inside. He hits and spins. And Damon Brooks, is he over?
He's over.
He's over for a try. Damon Brooks, great try. Hit and spin, nothing happening out there. And, of course, the slow defence from Muswellbrook reiterated what was actually happening in attack. Bit of slow, not knowing what was going on, and you've got to move up off that try line. So back to the rules while we wait for these kicks to come. What else, Joey? There's a pet hate of yours. Like I said, that's my pet hate, is the people on the sideline not knowing the referee can't adjudicate on offside.
The touches, yeah. Just that scrum one, mate. Like, we'll pat the scrum as quick as we can, and obviously not going to call time off unless they're wasting time. So. And
there's no quick tap, is there? Within the 10?
Within the 10, there's not. If the referee's ready, like on 20-metre restarts, the referee has to be ready, and the touch judges, and then we start it.
So you don't have to wait until everyone's on side?
No.
Some referees do it differently, that's all.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their different take on things, so... But I think, look, he's done a great job today, Mears.
I was gonna commend the referees, Jackson James Walsh and Lockie Ballard on the lines. They've done really well supporting Mears, and Mears has had a cracker of a game out there in the middle. So when things boiled up, he stamped it out and took control, and that's what you want to see. So he's done really well. All three of them have done really well.
Full credit to him. I hope I can say the same thing about the first grade referees. That's all I'm going to leave that to that.
Makes two of us.
No, I'm sure you'll do a great job, Joey. And I think, mate, you've done a great job here today, and I think everyone takes their hat off for putting your hand up to help commentate, so well done. As the kick-off, that was always going out.
Well, like Cully said earlier, he was nervous all night. I didn't have a chance to get nervous, so I walked in the gate and he said, "Get up here," so here I am.
You've done a great job, and it's great to have a referee's input as well. It's actually a shame, as we spoke throughout the year, that we can't hook up the referees' equipment to this here so as we can play it through our camera and through our audio, so as we can assist you with interpreting that rule on the video and the players. So
it'd be good to get it over there eventually, but I think it'll be a job for next year.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it.
It'll be helpful to a lot of people.
I think it's great for you guys.
Yeah,
I think it's great for you guys, and that's the main thing. It sort of backs up what you've said, as James Drayton brings it in, showing where to take the tap, takes the tap, and there we go.
Not far enough out there.
Who's taking the tap? Jaden Parker. Jaden Parker straight off into like a front rower in there. I said that. He's played a big game. Winger in. Winger in, the call is. As Harris takes it across field, offloads to Taylor Pryor. He's picked up, he's driven backwards. And here he is, Duffin, straight and hard. He's hit around. What a tackle again by Bianco. Bianco flat out around the leg. He's folded him. That was a clean tackle. That was great. I hope the young fella's all right, but Tom Bianco, fantastic tackle. That's how you want people. That's how you want your players to tackle them. I think Tommy Bianco's come off a bit dusty too, but a great tackle. As they go to the right, Pryor. Tackled there by Sheldon Harris. Gets up and plays the ball. Pryor, Drayton to the blind side. Off to that man, Duffin. He's striding towards the try line. Can he get there? They're pushing. He's twisting. He's over. He's got it down.
He's there.
What a try and a well-deserved try.
Well done.
I've called it. We've said that big fella, we wanted him to get a try.
Exactly what you said. Kept the legs pumping, and he's been well rewarded.
Mate, that's what I've said about the young fella all day. He's just, his leg drive is, and I think a lot of people will take that from this after watching this video, that you can hit the ball and take on the defensive line and take the tackle, or you can keep the leg drive going and be an actual player. Just, quick play the balls, you can still get them done after you've put the leg speed in there and the drive. Wonder if we can get him up here in the commentary for one of the games. Young Jake Duffin.
He's kicked that.
He's nailed it. Only 55 seconds left to go.
He's coming off the field now, young Duffin.
And Nathan Connor at the extras. The last member of the game, ladies and gents, 28 points to 16 in favour.
He's pretty happy with himself, Jake Duffin, too. He's got a smile from ear to ear, so well-deserved try.
You don't see that with a bloke going off injured.
Yeah. Oh, well-deserved, mate. He'd be nearly player, surely. McKenzie again with the kick-off. They're in front of the kicker. He had a second think about it. Yes, he's penalised them. I saw him there. Here we go. It's going to be a quick tap. It's going to be a quick tap by Connor. He makes a break. Oh, he's throwing it to who?
The trainers.
Howarth. Oh, he's made a meal of it. Oh, no. Well, they threw it. They threw their arm. They had a try. The last throw of the dice, the Denman Devils. I would have run it a bit further if I was him. So, as the siren goes, 28 points to 16. Great job by the Muswellbrook Rams, 28-16. Copping a bit from the crowd there, Mick Bart. Look at great game. I've got to go. Wade McKenzie, fantastic effort. Jake Button, and of course Bailey Taylor and Paulie Dengate. But Jake Duffin, fantastic game, and he sealed that last try there. Who gets your player of the match for the day? Joey?
Jake Duffin had a good game, mate.
Yep.
The losing side.
Who for you, Sully? You've seen the second half?
I only seen the second half, mate. You're asking the wrong person. But
look, I'm going to have to go. It's a big call, but I really feel that Jake Button was very busy at a dummy half. He picked up a double, and I'm going to go with him for player of the match. And anyway, thanks very much for your time, Joey. I know you've got to go and warm up now for the big game. Don't worry, we won't be saying anything bad because you can hear it. But if you do need any help, just look up to us.
I will.
All right?
I will. You can be the bunker.
Okay, I'll be the bunker. Okay, you go to the video, yell symbol, and I'll let you know. A big thumbs up.
Sounds
or
good.
A thumbs down.
Sounds good. Thanks heaps for having me again.
Thanks again. And Solo will be here for reserve grade.
I look forward to it, Reg. Thanks for having me.
Every day, the men and women of BHP gather across Australia and around the world to produce the resources that fuels our transport, powers our industries, warms our homes, cooks our food, and makes possible the technologies that will help build a cleaner, more sustainable future for all of us. Imagine what we can do next if we continue to think big. Think big.